Hey guys, it's Trevor from Dirt Road 4x4 here in Werribee. Today we're going to do an installation of a Darche 180 on an awesome Jayco Outback. Now the first thing we need to do is we're going to move the Bushranger awning to the opposite side. Now the major benefit of that is utilising something you already have, but also in a hot day like it is outside today, you've got the ability to create more shade on the camper and keep the camper nice and cool. So today we're going to do the Darche 180 on the Jayco. Hey guys, me again. Now I've been a bit privileged today to have Naz from Naz Time Adventures and Maddie from MKM Touring Australia give me a hand putting this awning on the Jayco Outback. So now we've got to the point where we're going to change the bolts over because we're going to use the original bolts on the Bushranger awning on the other side. We've gone M10 75mm. So they're the bolts that we're going to use to go through the Outback bracket or the rack. Remembering the rack on the size of the rack on the Outback is bigger than the Sport. So there's a couple of little modifications. But what we'll do is we'll put this onto the awning in a moment, but we just want to make sure that we've got all the right things. The other thing that's different on the Outback to the Sport, the Outback has 3 cross members where the Sport only has 2. So we're actually going to be able to use all of the Darche brackets on the Outback. So this is a good learning experience for me as well. Thank you. Okay guys, so what we're going to do here, we're just going to cheat it a little bit. We're going to put a couple of cable ties on here, just so we can mark out where we're going to drill our holes, because obviously this has not had an awning on this side, so we want to be able to mark the holes, get it in the right position. So to do that, we've just whacked a couple of cable ties either end. We'll take them off once we're done. Alright, so what we did, we actually went to Bunnings and we changed all the bolts over while swapping over to the Bushranger. It's added a bit of time, but these, I'm not sure what quality bolts were on here for this awning, but they're already rusting. This is not a very old Jayco. So we decided to get proper stainless steel bolts. So we've gone 75mm M8s for this side, a bit bigger on the Darche side, but the bolts are already rusted. One of the bolts had snapped with not a lot of pressure. So we decided, rather than muck around, to make sure we get the longevity of the job, we've gone proper stainless steel bolts on these. So just a couple of things to remember. So the Bushranger's all now installed, no hassle. We've blown out and got rid of all of the metal filings from drilling because we had to make new holes here. So we've got rid of all that. The other thing we've done is we've used lock nuts across all of the bolts, because remember, with our Jaypods, particularly the Sports, we're going to do lots of dirt roads, lots of corrugations. The last thing we want is our bolts and nuts to come loose on our bolts. So we put lock nuts across all of them, including the Darche. So get rid of all your filings. Now we'll cut off our beautiful cable ties that we were holding it all on, and now we've got a great Bushranger awning all installed, ready to go. Now the Darche, here we go. Alright, from our installation video recently for the 270, you've got to remember to pull the cardboard out of the end, because when you're pulling the little rubber grommets out, which is your waterproofing into the back, you won't always see the cardboard. So pull it out or you'll have a soggy mess. Once you've done, make sure you put your rubber grommets back in. So we're at the point now where we're sliding through. We've done our measurements, so we'll whack it on from here. The point now where we're going to whack up the 180. We've measured it all up between the racks. Just for interest, we've measured up from the back to the front, so we wanted to give the ladies more kitchen coverage. So it was 1.3 from centre rack to end of rack, 65 to the middle from the back holes being our 0 point. So hopefully this will line up nicely. All right, so we've got most of the bolts in here. We've done everything reasonably loose at this point to make it go in nice and easy. We're using M10 on the Darche, M10, and we're using lock nuts across everything on what we've done today. So M10 75 mil on both sides, because different to our Sport, this bar here is wider than the Sport. So you just got to remember, doing the Outback, you have got a difference in the way the rack is built. Alright, now that we've put our Darche 180 on the Jayco Outback, well, Sana and I are going to demonstrate putting it up. Now, we usually use a 270, so this is going to be confusing for us. But like the 270, it comes with the two straps. So you strap one to the back, one to the front. And of course, Darche supply 2 extra poles. So if it's really, really windy, today no problems, you put the extra poles on the ends. Otherwise, no hassle. So anyway, well, Sana and I, we're going to put it up. Give us one tick. Sana and I are a great team, and we've done this many times on our own Jpod Sport. We've got the 270 on ours. The 270 is the ultimate coverage for the Sport. But with the Jpod Outback, we found that the guys love the 180 because it works really well in conjunction with the Extend rear annex. So it's a simple solution for great coverage. Now you'll see here, I'll pull the back rails out, hook on the strap, which I already had set up on the roof rack, and Wasana's hooking on to the front. Now we made a couple of changes with the front in the middle of this video. We did a cut. You'll notice that it's hooked on to the drawbar, but now we're actually going to hook on to the handle at the front. We found the handle at the front was a far better location for the strap, for the angles of the front rails of the awning, far better than the drawbar, which we originally started off with. You'll notice that we're using the Hulk steps. Now we sell these in the shop. Wasana's a little bit shorter than me, so the steps allow her to get to those hard to reach spots, doing the Velcros, pulling the legs down, whatever. So in the final stages here, I'll just clean up a couple of the Velcros so it stops the flapping. That's where the poles were held up. And pretty much in the big scheme of things, we're done. So the 180, really simple, and off we go. Packing up is pretty much everything in reverse. You'll see Wasana's just undoing the strap from the roof rack while I put the legs up. So it's pretty simple. Even in wind, you can see this it's not hard to do. Wasana will just now roll up the 2 straps while I put the legs up. As I mentioned earlier in the video, we've done this lots. So we're a pretty good team. So now it's just as simple as bringing in the 2 front rails first, and then Wasana will follow up with the 2 rear rails. It's important, once you've got all your canvas folded in, that you get all the little kinks out. You'll find that when you're packing up into the bag, getting all the kinks out of the bottom will make it really easy. You see there, I'm just pulling a couple out there. And it just makes it really easy to pack up and roll up. Wasana's grabbing a stool again, because the Outback is certainly taller than our Sport. Don't forget also that the tie downs and the bag should clear the poles before you fold them in, or they get really tight. Now we just roll her up. So Wasana comes in, we do this together. The 180 is obviously a lot simpler because there's not as much canvas, but you just roll it up. You got your little tie downs on the inside using the Velcro, so you pull it up through the ring, back down onto the Velcro, and they'll tie in nice and tight. And then you're pretty much done really. All you need to do now is zip up your bag. Like I've mentioned in other videos, Darche give you a really generous bag, so they roll up easy. They're easy to zip up, particularly easy on the Outback because it's not hard against the actual unit.